Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy CV with another reaction video. And this one is a little bit different because it's on comedy. And this guy's name is Jefferies. I never heard of the guy, but I know he's a comedian. I know that. And this one is called Freedumb. It's not freedom, but Freedumb. Okay. And it's a full-length official clip from Netflix. It's probably going to get blocked. And if it does get blocked by YouTube, I will post this on my Patreon if you want to see it without being blurry and all that stuff. Let's get into it, man. Let's go. Jefferies.
And then they always say this, and this fucking spins me out. Well, I don't expect an Australian to understand.
Oh, wait. I've seen this guy before. I just didn't know that was Jefferies. I've seen him before.
Spins me out. Well, I don't expect an Australian to understand freedom.
Why?
What are you talking about? You constantly say freedom all the time. Like we're so free, we fight for freedom, freedom, freedom. Come to the Freedom Lounge at the airport. Like, fucking what? You know when you're singing the national anthem at the baseball and the person holds the note free for a little bit longer than they should until all you Americans fucking come in your pants?
All right, I'm not gonna.
For the land of the free. We're so free.
Oh, it's serious. It's serious here, man.
Freedom this, freedom that, free, free, free. Now, I hate to break it to you because I don't think many of you know this.
I will tell you this, man. I had to just, put my own input into it. But like, I know people who lives next door to me, they feel free as hell. They got they got their guns, they feel good about themselves. And me, I can have those same guns and I don't feel as free. I'm just saying.
There are 92 free countries on the planet. Democratic free countries. You are one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Every single English-speaking country on earth is free, and most of the countries are also free.
So stupid.
Now, you're very free. Don't get upset. And I love America, I truly do. I live here and I love it. I have nothing against it. And none of the things I'm about to mention affect me in any way, right? You may not be the freest place on earth.
He backed up. Like,
Just a quick example, out of the 92 free countries on the planet, you have the highest rate of incarceration. 1% of your adult population is in prison. That's double that of the country that comes in second, which is South Africa. And if you've ever been to South Africa's fucked.
I've heard a lot of bad stuff.
So you're double that of South Africa.
Which is bad.
So
yeah,
statistically, in the land of the free, you have the least amount of free people.
In the land of the free, we have the least amount of free people because they're locked up. That's facts. That's funny. Hey, man, jokes got to have some truth in it.
This is a super simple one. Super simple argument. In Holland, you can smoke weed whilst fucking a hooker in front of a cop. How dare Holland not be called the land of the free? Do you honestly think you're competing with Holland?
Yeah, damn. Okay.
In Canada, just last year, they legalized assisted suicide for the sick, which I believe is the biggest freedom of them all. It's your life. No government, no religious group should ever tell you when you get to check out. If you're a pro-life person, good. Do it with your life, not mine. Right? Now, And also, I don't think they've thought about it. I don't think there's even the most evangelical Christian who's a burn victim, just like hanging on to life support in a hospital, just, I feel so free. And I'm so glad they're doing it in Canada, because if I ever had an assisted suicide, I wanted to be a Canadian doctor. I want some guy rocking up to my house like, okay, you're ready then. So I hear that someone's given up on life, eh? All right, let me just set up my little death machine here, and I'm gonna put this in your vein, and you're gonna be so sleepy so soon, I tell you what there.
Yeah, that was funny though, because I could picture that, and that just seems like something that would actually happen. Like, that's what you probably would want if you're trying to check out. I'm just saying. That's funny, man. That's funny.
In Australia, maybe 20 years ago, maybe 20, they legalized prostitution. They thought it would be the downfall of our society, but it really wasn't. It was a great thing. Like in Sydney, where I grew up, the streets always had hookers walking around everywhere. There was needles, and it was a very seedy city in some parts, you know. And then what they did was they legalized prostitution. They moved all the hookers into brothels. And because they moved into brothels, all the girls had to be tested for STDs. And then the guys, they could see the tests as they go in. So it was safer for the men, but it was also safer for the women, because what they did was they put security in these brothels. So if you showed up like a drunk idiot, they wouldn't let you in. Or if you got a bit aggro, they'd kick you the fuck out. So the girls were safer, the men were safer. Human trafficking was all but eliminated. And tax revenue went up. And the divorce rate dropped by 8%.
Nobody to pick up unless you go to
no
brothel.
Downside to legalized prostitution. Now, in America, prostitution is illegal unless you film it. How is that possible? How the fuck is that possible?
Oh, yeah, talking about porn?
How do you have the biggest porn industry in the world and you still have illegal prostitution? Because it is legal to pay a woman for sex, but your friend Dave has to be in the corner with a camera. And Dave has to film it. And Dave has to promise to put it on the internet, because if Dave doesn't put it on the internet, then a crime is being committed.
That's funny. I never thought about it like that, though. That's a comedian's mind right there, man.
And that girl can be 18 years old. And then she can be surrounded by 10 men that she barely knows. And they can all jack off onto her face until she's glazed with cum. And no crime has been committed. But in America, and only in America, she's too young to have a beer. If anyone deserves a beer in the land of the free,
she does.
home of the brave, it's the girl with 10 loads of cum in her face. In fact, if you have 10 loads of cum in your face, you should get free drinks wherever you go.
Facts.
You seem like a fun girl.
I'll buy you a drink.
Or a heavy sleeper.
That is so wrong when he said heavy sleeper. Nah, I'm not with that, man. But I get it, though. Yeah, you're 18. As long as somebody records it's porn, it's fine. But if I do that and there's no camera around, then it's prostitution. It's like, you know. Listen, it's America, man. They got to make money on it somehow. If they can make money on it, then everything is okay. If the government can make money on it, everything is A-okay. But yeah, that was funny, man. Jim Jefferies. I've seen his face before. I just didn't know that was Jim Jefferies. Never heard his stand up. That was actually funny. So, but anyways, man, if there's more on this guy, you know, put in the comment section below. We'll watch it. That was actually pretty funny. And listen, guys, don't be butthurt, especially when it comes to comedy, because comedy has to have truth in it to be funny. You know, it's just how comedy works. You can't just make up a thing and try to make it funny. No, the things that are kind of has truth in it, stereotypes, those things are funny, but it's comedy. You got to laugh a little bit. I'm just saying. And I'm looking at this dude. I just noticed that he's looking like Donald Trump. And he's got the ego. Anyways, put in a comment section if there's more on Jim Jefferies. We'll watch it, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Keep your head up. Till next time, peace.